What's up guys, Stark here. Today I'm going to be doing another video on the Ambush Shanks that just got released a little while ago. Now on this one we're going to be taking on Enel, and I'm going to be doing a Fujitora team here instead of a Crocodile team. Now I did this before with a Mancherry, but that was on the Kuma raid boss, so I decided to give Nami a shot here to see if it would work, because the Mancherry run was a little too close for my liking, and you know, I figured I'd just give it a shot, see what happens. And, you know, I got pretty lucky and I got Shanks to show up in 5 runs, so it wasn't too bad. But, you know, this is another pre-recorded video. It's probably going to be like that a lot for these, you know, ambush type things, because, you know, I don't want to just sit there and talk for 20 runs before I finally get it. Anyway, though, we're just running here through Enel, and, you know, the strategy right now is pretty simple. You just wait for the lightning to strike, and then you wait 1 turn after that, and then you go ahead and clear the stage. You know, that should be pretty common by now. The Fujitora team is pretty safe on Enel. It takes a little bit longer than, say, your optimal run, but obviously you're prepared for Shanks, so you can't really take an optimal team here for Enel if you want to clear Shanks in the end. But, you know, as usual though, my Caesar does kind of bite me in the ass because his special is not maxed, but we do manage to survive. And again, we get super lucky in the Shanks fight as well. I kind of forgot Shanks spares you, so I lost my HP, and you know, I just got really lucky with how much HP I had. Like, it was like almost the exact number I needed. But it kind of gets me hopeful because of what happens in the boss. Like, you know, as long as you have solid auto heal on you, you should be good to go. And you know, we're coming up here on Enel really quickly. But I do prefer this Fuji team over the Crocodile team because it's not as heavily dependent on your HP. So, you know, you can screw up and you can still pull it off. And with Crocs, if you mess up even a little bit, you're gonna lose big time. So Fuji's definitely a lot safer, and we are getting the Dofi ship coming soon, so that'll make farming Shanks with Fuji a lot easier because, you know, you get the extra bonus from the ship. And that's always nice. You know, eventually we'll get the Fuji books, and then you don't have to stall forever for Fujitora special, and then, you know, everyone will be running Fujitora for everything, if they're not already running them. But here we are on Enel. Now, like I said, you know, it does take a little while for us to run through and beat Enel, because, you know, we're not using an optimal team for Enel, we're geared for Shanks, but, you know, this is basically like the early stages of Enel farming, turn-wise at least. So we're just gonna, you know, attack until his little defense bonus buff thing goes away, and then we're gonna go ahead and burst him down. I'm really happy that my Fujitora is like so low, because you only really need 1 Fujitora special. You almost never need both specials. So I have mine at 19 turns, and that can generally get me, you know, what I need to do. And then the other one, you know, it just comes along whenever it's ready, and then I can just pop it when mine runs out. So, you know, it's really nice that my Fujitora is almost maxed, and hopefully in 1 or 2 more cycles of Universal Skill Books I'll be able to max them out. And then I can move on to Cavendish, or maybe I'll pull, say, Akainu this Sugo Fest. Maybe. We'll see. But we're almost done here with Enel. We're just gonna wait 1 more turn here for him to clear buffs before we go ahead and use our specials. You know, the really cool thing about Nami over Mancherry here is that she delays for the 2 turns. I mean, Mancherry is going to heal back, so you're going to get the same number of turns, really. But for Enel, at least, when you get him under a certain threshold, he starts cutting your HP and stuff. So it's always nice to have the delay there. So we just pop the Fujitora special and then, you know, waste 1 of our attacks here to do a little bit of extra damage before we burst. You know, I didn't like my orbs either, so I just went ahead and attack just to see if I get a better set of orbs, and you know, I didn't get a better set of orbs. I probably could have used Dofi right there. You know, I wasn't really thinking that he gave me the full board up, not the full board, but you know, the 3 matching orbs. But it doesn't really matter, you know, Enel's not gonna pose a threat to you at all. So pop Dofi and Shiki whenever you're ready, or Caesar if you have them, and then, you know, you can go ahead and clear it. You can get away with using Raid Dofi instead of Legend Dofi here, but you know, like I said, your HP is going to be really tight, and you're going to need some serious auto healing on your team if you want to do that. You know, if you have like a... You would have to have like HP candies on your Dofi. Or just level 5 auto heal. If you have level 5 auto heal, then you can use Dofi with no problems, but I don't, and I almost didn't have enough HP to survive here anyway. But we are moving on to Shanks. And you guys get to see what I'm talking about here with all the luck that I got in this run. Alright, so the Fujitora team, it makes the first stage pretty much a joke as long as you don't get terrible orbs. And honestly, like, this stage is definitely the hardest stage in my opinion, so I'm really glad that the Fujitora team can easily dispatch it. So I go ahead and take out the perfect guy first here, and I keep trying to target off onto the two guys in the back for the cannon guys, but I couldn't hit them, so I ended up just killing the big guy in the back. So that was pretty good for me, and then obviously I take out the next two cannon guys in the back. And then I do opt to take a hit here from the middle guy. I do have that meat orb, so I'm like, you know, I can just go ahead and recover that back. And we have the auto heal, so we need to stall for Fujitora and Caesar anyway, so I decided to take it. And I did get some pretty good orb luck with my meats in this. And that definitely always helps, you know. Getting those meat orbs in something like this just makes it so much easier to run. Alright, so we get rid of here stage 1 and move it on to stage 2. Yeah, so far it's been a pretty clean run. It's gone just about as well as it could go for me. There wasn't too many mistakes. Like the first time I did this with the Crocodile team, like I screwed up as much as you possibly could without losing. But you know, now that we did it a few times, we kind of got the strategy down. And you guys can see here, like I'm getting so many meat orbs. It's crazy. I was trying my best to keep both of those meat orbs for the turtle, but I ended up having to waste one of my Fujis right there. So we're just going to stall out a couple more turns here on this turtle, and then move on to Lucky Roo and Ben Beckman. I'm trying to conserve as many matching orbs as possible, because the Lucky Roo stage is a pain in the ass. But with Fujitora, it's not going to be a big deal. Like if you get the matching orbs on Fujitora, you're going to kill Lucky Roo on the first turn, like every single time you do this. It just depends on like the cooldowns of the other guys. But Fujitora hits him like a truck, so you know, you should be pretty safe as long as you have those matching orbs. So we did get pretty lucky here with our cooldowns. And we're going to go ahead and take out the purple guy, and then we're going to just flatten Lucky Roo. And we even get that heal off with the meat orb. And then, you know, we're just going to casually take out another meat orb here and take out the remaining guys. So as you can see here, I do, like I said, get tons of meat orbs, and that's probably the reason why I ended up winning. But, you know, I think I could have pulled it off without the meat orbs. So, you know, onto Ben Beckman here. I hate the fact that he blinds you, but we do have that matching orb on Shiki, so, you know, I was thinking maybe I could take him out in one turn, but, you know, that didn't happen. My plan did not go as well, because I couldn't really kill the fodder guy fast enough. And I missed that perfect. If I would have hit the perfect there on Shiki, I probably could have been good. But now here, I'm kind of in a bind here. I wasn't sure what to do. I popped the Sunny hoping I could kill the guys in the back, but it didn't do enough damage. And I had a bad orb on Shiki, so I was like, oh man, we're going to have to take a hit here. But we did have a meat orb, so, you know, that did help a little bit. But, you know, I didn't realize it at the time, but it didn't really matter how much HP I had, because you take the 10,000 hit from Ben Beckman. So, you know, I'm sitting at 22,000. You know, I got another meat orb, and I was pretty happy about that. And I used it to heal up. And then I just killed the extra turn there for stalling. But because Shanks despairs you, as long as you have over, it's like 18,000 something HP, it doesn't really matter what your HP's at, because you're going to lose it all anyway. And I totally forgot about that. And then you got to, you know, see I got a skull there. I'm really hoping that was the blue one. But as soon as Shanks despairs my captains, I'm just immediately like, oh shit, I screwed up. So I took a minute here, and I was like trying to calculate it, and I basically was like, well, I have 500 auto heals, so I need to get a meat orb or else I'm dead. So I just went ahead and attacked, and I prayed to the One Piece gods that I could get a Meat Orb. Because we don't have the Mancherry for the heal, so I needed a Meat Orb. I got my Meat Orb, and then Shanks shuffles my orbs, and I don't get a Meat Orb. So at this point, I'm like screwed. You know, the 500 auto heal, it wouldn't be enough, so I really had no choice but to use Nami here. And then I popped the Fuji special. I figure, you know, he's delayed, I'll just go ahead and knock him out. I probably could have used the other Fujitora special right there as well, but it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. So I just attack again. You know, I'm still hoping for a Meat Orb, but at this point it doesn't matter because we're good. Because we have the 500 auto heal, so we're gonna get back up to 9400 HP. So we can take his second hit, and that's all you need to do. You just need to be able to take 2 hits from Shanks here with this team. And then there's the round of paralysis, but again it doesn't matter because we can just go ahead and attack through it. Ideally you'd want to use your Nami right here, and then it'll be a much safer run. But we had to use it earlier, and like as you can see, we have 200 HP left. But at this point we just go ahead and use our other Fuji, Dofi, Shiki, and finish off the run here. If you do have 200 cotton candies on your, well, 100 HP candies on both your Fujitoras and your Dofi, I believe you have enough HP to survive 2 hits from Shanks after he despairs you. I believe you'll have like 100 something HP left if my math was correct. So, you know, if you have that maxed out, then you're good to go with this team. And then you don't have to worry about using Nami a turn early. And what skull did we get? We got the blue skull. I was freaking out. So now I can evolve my Boa. So I was really happy about that. But there you go, guys. You know, that's Shanks with the Fujitora team. If you liked it, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.